Hey guys, so I'm just laying down and I'm just thinking, I'm just pondering on this world sometimes, and sometimes it can just be too much, like the sin and all the chaos that the devil just causes on the earth, and sometimes it can just be too much, sometimes, and sometimes I just ask God, how long do we have to wait? Like, I know it sounds selfish, and I know we have to, like, I have to save souls, and sometimes I'm just tired and exhausted, and I'm just like, I just want things to be peaceful like it was before. I just wish it was like all of it, like, I just wish it was peaceful like it was in Eden. I never, no one ever got to experience what it truly means to have eternal peace or something. Because this life has so much limitations and so much temporarily things, but like the joy in Jesus gives me, eternal happiness. I never felt this peace in such a long time. I never felt this comforted, this loving, you know, comfort in such a long time. And sometimes it can just be too much. Sometimes I feel bad for the world because it's so evil and wicked, and I don't know why people would choose to do evil and choose to do wicked things. I just don't get people's mindset and why they think doing evil is okay. And I mean, since we all have the knowledge of good and evil, I mean, like, I don't know. It was dangerous for sin to come into this world because um, there's people that have the knowledge of evil now, and they choose to do evil and wicked things. And I was reading in the verse in the Bible where it mentioned about after, like, Adam and Eve ate the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, God said in the scripture, behold, man has become as one of us to know the knowledge of good and evil. And even the angels know the knowledge of good and evil. They are aware. Um, but like for us, we are not able to hold the knowledge of good and evil. Well, the knowledge of evil. I meant to, yeah. Because now that the knowledge of evil is added into our heads, we are not aware of what evil is, and people will choose to do like what is evil, in the actions of evil, in the activities, and then the enemies using that against um, humanity, and for those that are weak in the faith, and for those that don't have faith at all, he taints their faith. He taints those with such a weak faith, um and yeah, and I just cut on this video short, just to kind of express what I'm feeling in my heart. Um, just like wanted to just express how I feel right now, and of this world, and things will be tough. I mean, I understand that not everything will always go according to plan as we expect, but God always has a way a way of fixing our situations, and always has a solution for everything on this earth. He always has a solution for everything, and he's gonna make a new heaven and new earth, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm just just endure during these evil times because the days are evil, and just continue to share the word with those that are in need of hope, because I that motivates me to keep going forward, despite the wickedness on this earth, despite the evil and hatred that it may bring. It's not going to be easy, but God will help you through it, and he's bigger than this whole earth. He's bigger than all of the problems that people face, and he will always make a way for us, and he loves us so much. So just trust in Jesus, and that's what really makes and that's what makes me most happy, because we have Jesus, because he's like a father to me, and I never felt like so you know I don't feel as alone before. Like, I feel like even though I may not see him physically, but he's here spiritually, and and that's what keeps me going forward, and to also save souls, to spreading the word. It's not going to be easy spreading the word because people have their beliefs and ideologies, and everyone has different beliefs, and it's never going to be easy sharing the gospel. It's never easy. I look at all the street preachers and how they have to suffer for the sake of righteousness, and it's not easy. um, so I try my best, to be encouraged and to know that it's God's with me. Even though you may feel like the world hates you, remember it hated, the Lord first. And just don't be discouraged, but be encouraged to know that God's with you, and that and that there is a place after this. After this life ends, there's a better place after this. It will be an eternal, peaceful, loving comfort. You will get to see all the angels, the cherubims. You will get to see God the Father. I'm so excited thinking about that. Like, when my last days on earth, I want to spend my last days on earth with the Lord, and with my family, and and those that, the important, people in my life. I just want to spend my days. I don't know what I will do in my last days, but I'm gonna worry about that. I won't worry about that now. But what we should be worrying about is, the souls, saving the souls for the kingdom, and to let them know that there is a better place after this, because there's people out there that are feeling hopeless and committing suicide, and there's people that are feeling depression, anxiety, and all these kind of things, and it's a lot. And a lot of people go through so much. There's people that go through so much, and um, whether it be big or small, circumstances. Um, but I just try my best to be encouraged to know that God always has a solution, and just be encouraged, guys, that there is a place after this, and God will make a new heaven and new earth. And I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of people in heaven. A lot of I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking for it, and I'm very happy to, and I am glad that, even though despite the world being wicked, I'm glad that God made us in this earth despite it, because He knew us before we were born, and He set the foundation on this earth even before we were even born. So God, created us still, and He loves us. And don't be discouraged, and just take heed to God's warnings, because the last days are here, and just continue to share the word as best as you can. It's not going to be easy, but just be encouraged. God bless you, everyone.